Yeah, this is the final stretch here. The this is how many's left. They shut it down uh, March the 31st, and they sent out the last one April 1st, like at midnight of March 31st. I've been running SETI at home, or SETI, for, I don't know, close to 20 years now. If I've had a computer, I've been running it. I have made more than one computer just for it. This is one of them. I built another computer for it, but it got taken over by video games. But when I wasn't playing games, I was running it. On one, I only had one processor, so it was it. There was another one I built that had 8 processors, 8 cores. That had run 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That computer went down. I think it was the internet service that shut it down because it was drawing too much data. So I think that they shut my internet down. That was Frontier. Frontier internet service was full of viruses and Trojans and whatnot. Advertisements, hijacking links and dumping a website over something that I just clicked on. All you have to do is log into frontier.com, open up that website, and after that there's some kind of Trojan horse that follows. It's pretty sad. But since then I've got different web service, and this other web service works great. I haven't had any problems whatsoever. That leads me to believe that it was the internet service. This is it. These are the last ones for SETI at home. They called it different. I think it was, yeah, there was a little, the icon is down here. It takes like an hour and a half to do some of them. It's usually faster than what it says that's remaining. Usually about 1.5 to 2 times faster than what it is. The name, the application, they put a deadline on it. Ready to start running. Anyway, that's it. That's the last of them right there. Whenever it's done, I want to print out a certificate. You can go to the website that they have and go to certificates and print out a certificate of how many units or volume of things that you've processed with them. And it's all donation. Nobody paid me anything for any of it. I've been contributing for about the last 20 years off and on with any running computer that I've had that has had the ability to run it. Like I said, I built that one computer that had 8 processor cores. It had 8 of them on here. That computer kicked the bucket for some reason. I guess it couldn't handle all this. Some of them I ended up having to replace hard drives on because all this data would burn through a hard drive. It would then wouldn't work. So then I'd have to figure out what to do and what's wrong with the computer and replace a hard drive or a power supply. One of them I had a double hard drive. It's that other one. SETI Home, yeah, that's what it's called. SETI Home. My family didn't like all those flashing colors and whatnot, but whatever. Anyway. Just the user information, power and time, and if you look across here you can see repeats, but it's no telling what it is. Looks like a bunch of noise to me in frequency and hertz. Looks like a bunch of noise to me, but somehow this thing's able to filter out the noise and make something of it. I think that's what this up here is doing. Takes each one of these and puts peaks and reads the peaks. But even they don't know what's there. SETI. Search for extraterrestrial intelligence at home. That's what it amounts to. Run your processor to basically take the noise that you take from this location. This one is from Arecibo on their 1.4 gigahertz array, beam 4, pole 1, base frequency 1.419101.563 gigahertz. And this is the location in the sky. 16 hours, 56.32 RA radius, plus 19 degrees, 2320 declination. So it's the degrees in declination. Recorded on the date Friday, March 27th of 2020. Recorded at the Arecibo array. And version 8, yeah, they've had several versions of it. Recorded at the array. And they got so much of this data, they haven't been able to go through it yet. They have to go through all the data that we've collected for them. So yeah, this was recorded just 5 days ago, 6 days ago. SETI HOME. They're going to end it. That's the last of it there. That list was the last of it. Well, that's what it looks like. There's this again. See, this is... Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be at work when this thing gets done. That's why I'm taking this now, because it's going to run out. I'll end up downloading the file on a thumb drive. You know, the certificate, you can print out a certificate of all the units. I guess a particular block of these is a unit. You can get a certificate, print out a certificate for all the units that you've ever completed or up to this point or ever done. Usually it's volumetric, so at the time that you choose to print a certificate or create it, looks at how many of these you've done and then plugs that into the certificate. It makes it look cool. I guess tomorrow. These won't be done till tomorrow. I'll just go and create the certificate, save it, and then I'll like print it out. If there's a I'll print out a new certificate for it that shows how many of these that I've done. At first, I don't know if they were lying or what, but they did at one time say, "Oh, hey, it's $1 million if you come up with a signal that connects with extraterrestrial intelligence out there. You'll get $1 million." But I don't know the truth about that. That was like when they first began it. Probably just to get people to do it on their computer. That would make it a lure of money rather than the actual interest in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence.